And here we are. This is level something. So for this level, it's kind of a grindy level. It's not really that nasty. You're gonna want to take your carries. I believe in this run I was going with Benawi and Tuka. So you take them. And there are a number of these things. They're outcamis, so they're pretty nasty, but they're weaker and they cannot move. In fact, they're extremely weak. There's tons of them all over the place. And they don't do much damage. They're really slow. They're mostly just damage absorbers. So they're great for grinding against. And usually each of them has the auto crossbow thing behind them. So you gotta just keep Elulu nearby and you shouldn't have any trouble. Also, you get your next new character, and actually the last new character in the game, to use, Genji Maru. He doesn't do a particularly large amount of damage, but he starts with full tech, and he has an absurd amount of health, which becomes extremely helpful later on when you really need somebody to soak up damage for you. Because quite obviously, having 560 max health when you first get him makes him very good at soaking up damage. There are two ways you can continue through this level, because you start down here and you can go over here, kill that guy, come up here, and there's a bit there where you can go down and across. Or you can just simply go around this way and kill these guys and head over this way. Personally, I'm going to be doing both for the sake of leveling up. Because obviously it's hard mode and I don't want to miss any BP that I could have gotten. But still, not really much to worry about on this one. Ah, there we go, getting the hang of the combos again. Now this guy is a pain to deal with. Pretty much it's only because you can only get one guy at him at a time. Unless of course you have Urto or Cammy fly behind him. But then still, only having one of your carries able to hit him at a time is pretty annoying. I should stop giving Urto so many kills. Why did I do that with Hakro? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be using it for the level at all. Towards the end of the level, basically once you get over here, a boss will appear. So you want to be prepared for that. Try to save your vitality and therefore ultimates for when you actually get there. Speaking of ultimates, but now he's in pretty desperate need of his. I'm going to need it within the next few levels. So I'm going to start actually giving him all the kills. Because if he doesn't have his ultimate by the second next level, then I'm going to get messed up pretty bad. Of course, it won't do me much good if I can't get him to use it, but that's a problem for another time. Oh crap. Whoops. I completely forgot to pay attention to Urto's health. And it looks like I may lose her here if I'm not careful. No, there we go. She cleared that just fine. Well, not quite just fine. Badly injured, but alive, so close enough. So I want Banawi to get all of the kills, and I mean all of the kills that he possibly can, because I need to get him his tag. I'm actually gonna have to get injured but not kill pretty well all of these things. Genji Maru can help with this one. Have Genji Maru take a step back so that the Kami can't punch him anymore. Ugh, but now he needs to get more turns. A serious advantage to any kind of range character on this particular level is the fact that, well, the only enemies that can actually use any kind of ranged attack are the crossbows, which can only hit enemies directly in front of them. So if you hit them from the side or the back, then they can't hit you. And meanwhile, the primary enemies, the Kami, are melee only and cannot move. So if you have any kind of range, you can easily hit them from out of their reach, and therefore in perfect safety. This applies to pretty well any kind of ranged attack. If you take an archer or Banawi and Kuro with their two square attack, any mage's spells, that kind of thing. Now for this part, the scene that spawns the boss triggers as soon as you get to there, as soon as any character reaches that square. So you want to have everybody you want to fight the boss gathered on this bridge and ready to move out before you send somebody there. This will probably result in you taking a few extra turns before you kill this guy. Don't worry, that's perfectly acceptable. By the way, this is light spell that I wanted so badly to learn. Did you see the range on that? That's why you want to learn it. In later levels, the radius and range of that spell will come in extremely handy. It hits a 3 square wide area in front of her, and it reaches most of the way across the map. Or at least, it reaches most of the way across most maps. Obviously, there are some where it just doesn't quite go as far. And you see, now there's the boss. He's got 650 hit points. He does pretty good damage. He doesn't really use his physical attacks much, especially if you surround him, because, well, he has an area effect ability that hits everyone around him. Ugh. Stupid dialogue ruining my combos. That spell. It does a pretty reasonable amount of damage, a good 1 to 200 to everybody around him. but usually you can just murder him by hitting him from all sides. Just basically do enough damage to finish him before he can actually hurt any of your people that badly. And Tuka got the killing blow. So I am going to give Hakuro some attack, actually. Continue leveling up Elulu. Give Banawi a tech. And another point of attack. Urto needs some more attack still. Camu, I'm not using her, so let's just pump her attack. And let's try to keep Tuka fairly balanced. Genji Maru starts off with a lot more defense than attack, so obviously you're going to want to pump his attack. And that's that level. See you next time.